Hey guys, welcome back to another Bendy and the Ink Machine video. So last time we left off, the nicer Alice and Thomas Connor Boris ditched us, so we're going to have to get out of here. I would also like to mention, if later in the videos all of a sudden the screen is a lot harder to see, sorry about that, that's just the sunlight, that's what it's like recording a video in the day. And also, Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you enjoy, since at the time of me recording this video, it's Christmas Eve. So without further ado, let's get out of here and take the spoon, as it says there. Well, a boat's gone ahead of us. I can only presume it's Atlas Angel and Thomas Connor Boris. That's what I'm going to call him, because that's what that Boris is. We'll set up our boat and we'll get out of here. And it looks like we're not alone, so we better get moving if we don't want to get eaten or crushed by whatever that is. There we go, we made it out of the Hans territory. I've always liked this little town area. Like when I first watched Let's Players play Chapter 5 when it first came out for this, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I like the idea of small little communities built up, because obviously the employees would have become the lost ones, the ink people, like the actual ones that look like people. Right, let's head on. Yeah, Sammy's gone a bit insane since the last time we saw him. Cool little thing here that they actually modelled his mask coming off. That's pretty cool. We really shouldn't be doing this, going near him, but yeah. Nice to see that we've earned his respect now. That's always, I love that moment, that's always cool.
You're lucky we were in the neighborhood.
Well, time for a controversial moment. And there's one to follow right after, if I remember correctly.
I don't think so. The searchers and the lost ones built this place. Bendy must have been keeping them at bay, now that he's gone. Looks like we're in for a fight.
Here we go. Fight the searchers and lost ones for what feels like eternity. Don't worry, you guys won't have to see all of it. Alright, now that that's over with, and that's really annoying, we better get out of here.
You never know where they're going to crawl out of next.
It's kind of scary to think how many followers Sammy had, because of the whole worship the ink demon kind of thing. Thanks for coming in, Touch, you two. Let's get moving. Hopefully our time will not be this short together. Well, looks like our time together is going to be short. Alright, let's cut to the chase with this next annoying part. So, there's a machine here from chapter 4. It has pipe parts. Why might we need pipe parts? To get out of here. And how do we get out of here? Exactly. We make the pipes. Look at this. We can get claimed, so it's not worth risking that. Also, there is a tape here, so I think this is another one of Thomas Connor's tapes, also epilepsy warning. Shield your eyes for those who are photosensitive, I'm horribly sorry, but have a listen to this tape if you can hear it. Alright, let's get out of this area before either your eyes commit die or anything else. So for those who are photosensitive, you're good now, at least for now. Obviously I've put a warning at the start of the video that there's an epilepsy warning for the whole video. Wow, I cannot speak English. So this should open up now. Or in a bit. Here's another thing to mention. Watch up here. When you collect your first ink blob, pop it in the machine, connect your first pipe, and you return here, look up here. All I can say is you'll thank me later for a quick cool little moment. Oh yeah, I need to turn on the lever. I wonder why nothing's happening. Alright, here we go. Right. This whole area come up here is a maze. And we're not alone, as you can see here. Yeah, besides the massive Lost Ones and Searcher little horde fight being a little too long, this is another controversial part. But don't worry guys, it gets good after this. So I'm going to go through and do this puzzle, and hopefully I won't suffer too much. Thankfully you won't have to, thanks to the magic of editing. Well, there we go. I did the puzzle. Let's place the last pipe and let's get out of here. So, there we go. To the film vault. Let's see if we can find what we need. Yep, I don't think what we need is there, is it?
Looks like whatever was here was taken long ago.
How did you get down here?
The cave carry rope. You should try it.
Yay, we can have them again.
We have to go, but it's not going to be pleasant. The ink demon has something that we need. I'm going after him.
You want to go to his lair? Are you crazy? That's death.
That's where the trail seems to lead.
Well, it's probably close by. Probably through that door. But it won't be easy to open. I'll need 3 gears, a crowbar, some kind of counterbalance. Well, that works too.
I love that bit.
Yeah.
I love that bit. I love that even, what do you call it? Even the developers knew, yeah, okay, that's enough fetch quest. Thanks for saving us the time, Tom. Alright, let's go. We've got some nice little callbacks to chapter 1 here.
My name is Miles Duff. I wasted so much time in this chair.
Oh, don't get in my way. Don't trap me, jeez. Alright. Nice up close look at the demon, even if there is some flashing lights. I kind of wish there was a setting where, if for photosensitive users, maybe they could change the option so that instead of having flashing, sorry about that, instead of having flashing lights, you can change them to be completely still, like on normally. I think that's something more horror games that use these flashing lights for ooh scary purposes really should take into account. But yeah, there you go. That's the ink demon. Ah, here we go. Lovely. He wanted the machine for decoration. And so no one else can get in.
We can't. We're not like you, Henry. If we go in there, well, a drop of water in the ocean is rarely seen again.
And I guess it's all up to me. And I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't even know why this is all happening to me.
You're here for a reason, Henry. There's always a reason. Even when you can't understand it. It's time. Set us free.
That's one of my favourite quotes from that Alice. Her saying that you're here for a reason. There's always a reason, even when you can't fully understand it. So yeah, what I said earlier, I think about, oh, we won't be able to go through the door full of ink. No, it turns out we can walk in it just fine. It's just these two that can't. Well, later lads, we got a demon to kill.
You could have at least given me a weapon.
Yeah. Cool little treasure chest thing here. I'm pretty sure this is an Easter egg to Bendy Run, the mobile game. Nice little Easter egg. There it is. His throne room. With all the cartoons playing. Alright. The reel is missing. We got a tape. Here we go. Oh no, the reel's there, I forgot. Oh dear. Alright, quick moment to pause before we continue with this segment, because him running around and the music, you wouldn't be able to hear me talk over it. This design for Bendy, known as Beast Bendy, is very controversial. I get it. I understand why. I still agree that the Dark Revival design for the Ink Demon is leaps and bounds better. But there's just an original charm about the original, not only regular Ink Demon, but the Beast Bendy form as well, which is pretty cool. Alright, so let's go turn on some levers and hopefully not get trampled to death. I still think it's cool that they made it so he runs around the whole area, as much as that is memes. Alright, that should be all the switches. Let's move on to the next part of this whole thing. I still think the soundtrack for this boss fight is pretty good. The gaming's... I can't speak English. The game soundtrack's pretty good overall. Alright, more cartoons. You love to see them at a low frame rate. Alright, now it feels more like a boss fight this time. Come here. With your goofy legs. Shouldn't have missed leg day, buddy. I almost had him bump into that. Come on, break it for me. Oh, okay. You decided to charge again. Cool. Alright, last one. Oh, I was right by the exit. Funny little fact about that part where it went dark. I'm pretty sure it was to get rid of the character model, to create immersion that, you know, he's disappeared. Alright, let's finish this. Let's finish this Let's Play once and for all. Would you look at that? It looks like we're back in the real world. Well, I know what happens, but I don't want to ruin the surprise for anyone. Nice place. I think as well, there were some people who managed to get out of bounds in this and found some like hidden newspapers and stuff. So yeah. This is cool. Oh, right, hang on. Got to go around the other way. All these are cool. That he's got letters from the employees. Sadly, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of them got sacrificed to the ink machine, but for Wally, I'm pretty sure Wally's the lucky one. He managed to get away. Yeah. Wally got a wife. Good for you, buddy. You got out of there. Anyway, let's get back to what I was going to show you. The little storyboards, you know, you can imagine there's like maybe little Easter eggs and things for, you know, what the developers originally wanted to do, but then they were like, nah, let's just do something else. But yeah, it's cool. I like that. Alright, let's go see who I'm gonna presume is Joey in the modern day. Or whatever the modern day is here.
So soon. I didn't expect you for another hour yet. Now you're just trying to impress me. I know. You have questions. You always do. The only important question is this. Who are we, Henry? I thought I knew who I was. But will success starve me? Nothing left but lines on a page. In the end, we followed two different roads of our own making. You, a lovely family. Me, a crooked empire. And my road burned. I let our creations become my life. The truth is, you were always so good at pushing, old friend. Pushing me to do the right thing. You should have pushed a little harder. Henry, come visit the workshop. There's something I need to show you. All right, Joey. I'm here.
Boom, there's the plot twist. It's a cycle. It's never ending. our poor boy has to suffer this eternally. Unless you've seen the sequel, then again, if you know, you know. Right, I'll take the time to lower my volume as you're looking at the really cool credits and, you know, seeing who worked on this game. I'd still say this game is a really good experience. I do recommend it, even if there are some areas that are a bit tedious and, you know, didn't age as well, which the Dark Revival managed to iron out. I'd still say, if you have been keeping an eye on the indie horror scene for like, ever since the 2010s when it really happened, you would know this game was a big deal at the time. And of course, just how influential it was on YouTube as well, like the Let's Play scene and everything like that. Our post-credits scene. Right. So another thing to mention as well, that voice at the end of the post-credits scene, or like the just before credits scene rather, of the little girl you hear saying, "Tell me another one, Uncle Joey." It could just be his nephew, or, you know, whoever you'd call someone who calls someone an uncle. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, ever since we got the introduction to the character of Audrey in the next Bendy game, Bendy and the Dark Revival, there's a lot of questions, I'll give him that. A lot of questions. Oh, there's some of the fan songs that came out at that time. Yeah, I was right. So the posters in game, like you saw, some of them were fan made. Yeah, I thought they were, but yeah, they're really cool. So there you go. They even gave the credits as well to who made them. But yeah, this is still a good game. Definitely recommend it if you wanna take a trip down memory lane, or you want to learn what indie horror games were like during the 2010s, which I lived through. And yeah, this game had a great concept in general. You know, the whole, you're in like a cartoon world, and it's like the really old cartoons, like the blueprints for what we get today, honestly. Yeah, we were all worried that Dark Revival wasn't gonna happen. But I'm forever thankful that we got Dark Revival, honestly. Yeah, and there you go. When you finish your first playthrough, you can use the seeing tool in previous chapters, and you can go in the archives, which I think is really cool. Well, we may as well have a quick look in the archives while we're here. And obviously, you do get the story, which sadly you can't read because the lighting's a bit awkward. If you have the game and you unlock the archive, give it a read. The sign that says "Welcome to the Archives," and it tells you the story of how the game was made. Right, let's have a look around. So this is what the ink machine used to look like before it was in a really cool room and on chains. Which is cool. I think there's like, I don't know if above all of these models, if it's developer art or fan art, but it looks really nice nonetheless. Here we go. This was the first ever concept for Bendy, or the Ink Demon. Yeah, I'm glad they kind of didn't go with that. Then we've got Alpha Bendy. I like that they refer to it as the bird poop with a smile. Again, I'm glad that they've come a long way from that. Then there's Beta Bendy, which was, I think it was when Chapter 3 and 4 first came out, and then when Chapter 5 came out, and they remodeled the Ink Demon a bit and gave him his ink effects. This is the one we got, obviously, when that happened. And then there's Beast Bendy. Yeah, like I said, when we were dealing with him. There is a charm to this original look, but obviously the Dark Revival model is much better and, you know, looks a bit more like a demon. Shouldn't have skipped Let's Day, that's all I'm saying, dude. And then we got the Searchers as well. They looked very different in the early game. Yeah, they're still freaky though. Then we've got the old version of Sammy when Chapter 2 first came out, where he didn't really have that much animation to him. And then you've got the final version, where they added him, you know, doing some movements and gestures while you're being chained up, and you know, when he tried to kill you in Chapter 5. Yeah, obviously they acknowledged that the fans, they really liked Sammy. I don't blame them. They even jacked him up a bit. Yeah, I still think he's a cool character, honestly. A songwriter that went insane and worshipped the Ink Demon. And there's this poor lost one trapped in here. There's the two Alices as well. Susie Campbell Alice and Alison Pendle Alice, I believe the two different versions are. In the future, if and when we get the third Bendy game, let me know if I'm wrong and there's like some contradicting information. Yeah. Then we've got Thomas Connor Boris. I like the prosthetic arm. That's one of the coolest parts of him, besides being more serious. And then there's Beta Regular Boris. What's going to be called Papa? Yeah, that's not a great name. Yeah. And then we got the final version of the first Boris you meet. I like that they said that his AI was a bit of a pain to work with, but yeah, sweet fella. And then what happened to him at the end of Chapter 4? It's such a shame. But yeah. I still think that's a cool design as well. They had fun with the monster designs and stuff with this. And then if we go around here and look behind us, there's the Butcher Gang. They do have names. Piper, Striker and Fisher. Yeah, I like them. They stick. They're pretty annoying though, especially in Chapter 5 with the maze that I just did. There's the head of Bertram Piedmont. Oh, they did you dirty, dude. Joey did you dirty. You just wanted to make a cool theme park and then you became an attraction yourself. I'm so sorry, man. And one last little laugh that the developers had is your main protagonist, Henry Stein. Guess what? Yep, you can plop yourself on there and become part of everything. I think you can get an achievement on like Xbox, PlayStation and Steam version of this, or like PC version, which I think is pretty cool. Well, on that note, that finally ends the Bendy and the Ink Machine Let's Play. This was in the backlog for a while because I kind of did a bit of it quite a long time ago now and kind of forgot about it. So there we go, we did it. We finished it. Now, as of the recording of this video, again, Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, Happy whatever other holidays, I'm going to move the vote I did quite a bit ago for what game or Let's Play I should focus on next out of Pokemon Violet, the Indigo Disc, and Pikmin 4. Be wise with your decision. Whatever one wins, I'll take maximum focus on. Since the last thing I want going into 2025 is to build a backlog, and a big one at that. So, with all that said, thank you guys for watching, and be smart with what you vote for.